Hello everybody, welcome to Bass and Bonsai. Can you guess what I got behind my back? Good guess, giant largemouth bass. Welcome to the show, buckle up and hang on. It's gonna be a good one. December 24th, Christmas Eve, out bass fishing, I know. 42-degree water temps, kissers galore. Let's go. Okay boys and girls, I'm just getting used to this, but I could have swore I actually had a bite. I was just not really planning on getting hit on that chatterbait, but I thought, partially since I'd watched Trey Harple's video on this, putting the old school TDEdo spool in it. This is that Rapture jig I talked about. If you watch that video, I cannot remember the name of that color. I want to call it Shell Cracker. I think that's what it was called. But I'm just kind of, that's the 3/8 ounce, I think. But I'm just kind of getting a feel for this rod and reel combo. We're basically getting the reel broke in for a little shootout today. But I ran this bait, and that Rapture starts up quick, like they talk about the jackhammers and the Z-Man's originals. But these Omega Custom Tackle Rapture jigs are pretty good. The Shell Cracker color, that's the main color I've had luck on. But one of these days, when I get in clear water, I'll show you. I think it hunts better than any other chatterbait, just when you do a varied retrieve. But anyway, I could have swore I got a hit right over here. Got a fish! Wait till you guys see what I caught this on. I switched around. Got it on our new reel. Wait till you see. I don't even know if it's a crappie or a bass, but we got a fish. Get in this boat. Get in this boat. Oh, don't come off. Get in this boat. Oh, we didn't get skunked. Hello everybody. Welcome to the show. Bass and Bonsai. Catching fish. Look at that jewel. I'm going to get a pic and I'll be right back. Let's get a shot of this so you guys can see it. We just caught a bass December 24th, Christmas Eve, on our new reel, Daiwa Zillion, on our little, it's chatterbait rod, not necessarily intended for this smaller chatterbait, but it worked. So let's get this fish back in the water and tell you what we got going on. Definitely probably not a jumper. Oh, he's a shaker and he's a mover. All right, here's what we got going on. Christmas Eve, water temps 41, almost 42 degrees. If you saw the beginning, I'm gonna try to show that thing. I was just basically out here. I mean, we're trying to catch fish, but I'm trying to put together a couple different videos. So be looking forward to the video where I'm putting this Zillion against the shootout. This isn't the shootout video, this is just the regular video. You guys recognize that one? The Aldebaran MGL 30. Both of these are the JDM versions. So this is the Zillion Digitalk is where I got it. This is Aldebaran from, I believe, eBay, but it's a 30. This is the 100 or 1000. So it's definitely a bigger spool capacity, but what I did for the shootout is I spooled this up first with this line. So whatever this would hold, it looked like that right there. And I put it on this reel, so it's definitely under spool. Like if I want to try to get extreme distance, I may want to actually, I could probably just spool right on top of that. But what I was out here doing today, and let me show you the baits real quick. Okay, see, I had this big underspin. You guys see that? And that is, I believe that's a 1/4 ounce underspin with that swim bait that I just picked up at Rogers Sporting Goods, and we'll talk more about that one. Or it's been in a video where I showed you this rod, I believe. I showed you the baits. But then I also was just trying out 3/8 ounce. This is the Shell Cracker, the Rapture jig from Omega Custom Tackle. And I could have swore I had it hit, like I was reeling it slow, and I was just trying to break in the spool bearings basically before I did the shootout video. But I was throwing over here and I could have swore it got real light, like all of a sudden, so I think something pecked at it. So that gave me the idea, because I thought that other bait might get hit too. I'd had one of these rigged up from, I think, last week. That's just a little, I believe that's the micro. I think they're 1/8 of an ounce, but with that bait on it, it's definitely, probably more like a 1/4 ounce bait, but it's a micro chatterbait. So I basically pulled it out of the box and threw it right where that hit had come from on the littler one, on the bigger bait. Threw it out there and bam, it never fails. When I stop recording in this colder weather, so it's probably not an actual pattern to catch a lot of fish, but any day you can go out and fish on Christmas Eve and get a fish. The water's never been truly frozen over yet this year. This is a forever fall. This is officially my last video maybe of the year. Well, I may go Sunday too, day after Christmas. So anyway, hopefully we catch some more fish. What do you think? Let's do it. All right, boys and girls, I ain't gonna lie, that got me rejuvenated. And this thing casts this bait. I know it's a little chunk, but man, I like it. So far I like the new reel. I'm gonna tell you real quick what I don't like about the new reel. And it's probably just because it's cold, but it's like I can feel the metal parts are cold, making my hands colder, which that's on any, you know, any time of year. That's why I don't use any aluminum handles anymore. The knobs, not aluminum handles, the knobs. But so far, this reel, I'm liking it. But don't get me wrong, I like the Aldebaran 30 too. So what's cool is this rod, actually with this combo, is perfect for all the evens from down. You just saw me catch one with the micro chatterbait all the way up to as big a chatterbait as you want to throw, and doing a lot of different stuff. So definitely you know, this is not a power BFS. This is just a all-around versatile combo. We're going to test them out today in a different video on how low this thing can throw down to, probably on a different rod. Okay, moved you guys to the chesty. I actually went ahead, and if you guys can see, I got everything rigged up, but that is the little baits I picked up at Rogers, in case you guys didn't watch that video. But Walleye Assassin, WE Turbo, 4-inch. I guess that color is called Opening Night, but they look like a good little swim bait, so I figured I'd pick them up, and I've tried them. I think that may be the first fish I've caught on them, but they just look good, and they just look good. I like the color mainly and the overall shape. We do have we're trying out the new Proberos line. Now, I've tried Proberos before, but I haven't tried this camo stuff out. And I think it's been a couple years. Now, I think I still had a couple here and there. Oh, look at that thing, is shaped like a fish, I swear. I don't know, you guys probably cannot see that. We went across a thing that was shaped just like a fish, and I'm throwing right behind the boat because that was like a sign from baby Jesus. We got the Black Knight 2, and just proof that for what I use it for, it works just fine. Okay, the boat's drifting, look at that. So now the back of the boat's where the depth finder is, so I'm just dropping this down, and I'm gonna let the wind kind of take us right across this spot that I just saw that on the depth finder. There's a hit. I gotta engage the reel. See that? I was like, I don't have the reel engaged in case. Oh, that's a nice bass. Oh, he's not fighting hard, he's cold. That thing felt like a little quarter-pounder with cheese. I was like, engage the reel before you set the hook, just so I didn't break the line. Because this, I forgot to tell you guys, this, I've only got 6-pound test on this. I've switched out. I typically run 10. I think I just called it was 10, but I got 6 pound. I just remembered that. Oh, get over here. Oh, you cold monster. Look at that white devil. Woo, that is a white bass. I don't care who you are. Look at that. Cold water. I hope you guys saw that. Maybe that was a sign. Otherwise, I'd have been still thrown along the bank because I caught the little one. All right. I will be back. I got to get a pick. All right. This is hard to do. I had to hook up the deal, but I've been keeping the bass wet. Caught that sucker. Purple haze, like always. Awesome new combo we got this year. Real quick, just so we'll know, December 24th, 2021, we are out bass fishing, zeroed out. Just how big a bass can we catch? 2 pounds, 9 ounces. Over 2.5 pound largemouth bass, right? Awesome. Awesome bass. Let's see if we got a jumper. We don't have a jumper. Okay, old girl's not gonna jump, but where'd you guys go? Here, follow me. Let's just find out as we watch this bass swim off in this. I don't even want to touch that water. That water is 42 degrees. Look at that bass just slowly. Oh my goodness. They're hitting though. Yes, Virginia, there's a Santa Claus, and yes, you can catch largemouth bass in freezing cold temperatures. Not so much outside. Actually, I'll probably have my hoodie off, but water temps. Wow, my hands are cold. I'll be back. I gotta warm my hands up, and we're gonna go back to doing what we were doing. Okay, we are one GoPro battery in. My first one went dead. It is only, that thing's wrong. It's only 8:30 a.m. We've been here about an hour and a half is all. And some of that was just me test casting, basically messing around. But then I got over here, we caught the little one, and then we caught one right out here. So now I'm kind of warming my hands back up, but I'm putting you guys back on the chesty, and we're gonna go right out here. And right in this area, I think this from it's coming in, and just the way the wind it constantly blows in here. I've talked about it before, but it just, I think it's holding a few more fish in this area. Like with the little ones are up a little shallower, but then as it gets deep, like where it first makes its drop, I think we're gonna catch more, hopefully. That's a plan. I just about took out my rods on that stick. Let's go. All right, boys and girls, we're gonna go fight the wind a little bit. Actually, we're not gonna fight it. We're gonna let that wind blow us down this bank, and I'm going to keep hitting the bank with this bait that's worked and the baits that have worked in the past, that little crank. Just see if I can catch another little one or two. Then while it's blowing us down, I'll watch and see if I want to drop the worm down. Kind of how we manage the other ones. Trolling motor to keep roughly the same the distance that I want away from the bank. Now I can let the boat drift whichever way. Since I got you guys on the chesty, I can turn and not have to worry about you guys missing any of the action. I'm hitting the bank with that little bait. But here I say, I think I might have a fish. That little dude was kind of running at me, and it took me a minute to catch up to him. So that didn't take long getting back out in there. Stay on. Look at that. Very nice. Don't need a pick because that's about the same shot we already had. Same rod and bait. I got one earlier. Look at that. That new bait, when you can catch them in cold water, typically, hopefully, now a lot of baits are cold water only, but let's get a shot. Look at that shot. That is awesome. Awesome. Get in there. Awesome. Okay, everybody. I'm done. Bass and Bonsai, fishing on Christmas Eve. That's a wrap. This wind, and I'm going to let you guys, as I'm not holding the boat back, watch how fast we start moving. This wind was insane. So hopefully you liked the video. If you did, and even if you didn't, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to Bass and Bonsai, I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribe now. Hit the little bell notification deal. That lets you know as soon as I put a video out, which is almost daily. Not necessarily all the time, and it may go a week without one, but yeah, a lot of videos. But this bite was tough. We got lucky and caught 3 bass. And we found out a couple things, that we readjusted our Aldebaran. We've always liked the Aldebaran, but the MGL 30, we really like it now. But we like our new zillion a lot too. And we've always known from the day we unpackaged it. I watched that video. I went back and rewatched it to see what the spool weighed for sure, that we've liked this lingle. And if you watch the Black Knight 2, I need to figure out how to put more line on it, because we also figured out that I put 10-pound on it, and I'm not sure if any more will fit up in there or not, but it can easily cast all that line right off. No cast issues other than the line, which I may have to go to 8, or 6-pound test braid to compensate for that, because that thing can cast and it just doesn't hold a lot of line for the regular baits I'm throwing. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Get out of here, go bass and bonsai, but whatever you do, make sure you have fun doing it. I'm gone. I'm gonna try for one last showstopper.